Welcome to Practice English Conversations. Are you ready to practice your English and become more fluent? Let's get started. Hi, Leo. Do you like this nightclub?
Hi, Maya. Yes, I do. The music is great and the lights are beautiful.
I agree. I love the energy here. It is so lively and fun.
I saw you dancing earlier. You are very good at it.
Thank you, Leo. I enjoy dancing. It makes me feel free and happy.
Maya, I have a question. When you are at a nightclub, how do you feel about approaching someone new?
That is a good question, Leo. I sometimes feel nervous, but I think it can be exciting too.
I understand. Sometimes I feel shy, but I want to meet new people.
Yes, I feel the same. Approaching someone can be challenging, but it can also lead to new friendships.
How do you usually approach someone in a nightclub?
First, I try to make eye contact and smile. If the other person smiles back, I feel more confident to say hello.
That makes sense. I like to start with a simple greeting. I might say, "Hi, I'm Leo. What is your name?"
That is a good way to start. It is friendly and direct.
After that, I usually ask a small question like, "Do you come here often?" Or, "What do you think of the music?"
Yes, small talk is very important. It helps to break the ice.
I also try to listen carefully and show interest in what the other person says.
I agree. Listening is key. It makes the conversation flow and shows that you care.
Sometimes I worry that I will say something wrong.
I feel that way too, but I remind myself that it is okay to be a little nervous. Everyone is here to have fun.
That is true. We are all here to enjoy the night.
Leo, have you ever approached someone and had a good conversation?
Yes, I have. Once I saw a girl standing by the bar. I smiled, said hello, and asked her about the drink she was ordering.
That sounds nice. What happened next?
We talked about our favorite drinks and the music. It was a short conversation, but it was very friendly.
I like that. Even a short chat can make the night more interesting.
Exactly. I think the key is to be polite and relaxed.
Leo, do you have any tips for approaching someone in a nightclub?
Yes, I have a few tips. First, be confident. Stand up straight and smile.
That is good advice. Confidence makes a big difference.
Second, choose the right moment. If someone is dancing or talking with friends, it may not be the best time to approach.
I agree. Timing is important.
Third, keep it simple. Start with a friendly greeting and a simple question.
Yes, complicated conversations can be hard in loud places.
And finally, be yourself. It is okay to be a little nervous. Just relax and be genuine.
I like that tip. Being yourself is the best way to connect with others.
Maya, do you think it is easier to approach someone when you are with a friend?
Sometimes, yes. When I am with a friend, I feel more relaxed. I can ask, "Do you want to say hello to that person with me?"
I feel the same. Being with a friend makes me less nervous.
But I also try to approach people on my own. It helps me learn and grow.
That is true. Approaching someone alone can be a good way to practice.
Leo, what do you like about the people you meet when you approach them?
I like that they are usually friendly and open. Most people at a nightclub are there to have fun and enjoy the music.
Yes, I have noticed that too. When I talk to someone, they often smile and seem happy to chat.
It makes the night more enjoyable. Meeting new people is part of the experience.
I agree. Each conversation is a chance to learn something new.
Maya, do you have a favorite memory of approaching someone in a nightclub?
Yes, I do. One night, I saw a girl standing alone. I approached her and said, "Hi, I'm Maya. Do you like this song?"
That is a great opening line. What did she say?
She smiled and told me that she loved the song. We talked about our favorite music and danced together.
That sounds like a fun night. It is amazing how one simple hello can lead to a good time.
Yes, it was a very positive experience. I felt happy to have made a new friend.
I want to have more experiences like that. Approaching someone can be scary, but it is also rewarding.
I agree, Leo. Every time I approach someone, I learn something new about myself and others.
Leo, do you think the music in a nightclub helps when you approach someone?
Yes, I think so. The music is loud, but it is also energetic. It makes people feel lively and more open to talk.
I feel that too. When the music is good, I feel more confident to dance and to speak with new people.
The atmosphere is very important. A friendly, energetic environment makes it easier to approach someone.
I also like that many people are smiling and having fun. It makes me want to join in.
Exactly. A positive atmosphere encourages conversation and connection.
Maya, what do you usually say when you approach someone?
I like to start with a simple greeting like, "Hi, I'm Maya." Then I might ask, "What is your name?" Or, "Do you come here often?"
That is a good way to start. I often say, "Hi, I'm Leo. Nice to meet you."
Yes, introducing yourself is very important. It makes the conversation personal.
After the greeting, I like to ask a question about the music or the club. For example, what do you think of the DJ?
That is a great question. It gives the other person a chance to share their opinion.
I also try to give a compliment, like "I like your dancing" or "Your outfit is very nice."
Compliments are good. They make the other person feel good and open up more.
Exactly. A kind word can make a big difference.
Leo, have you ever felt rejected when you approach someone?
Yes, I have. Once I said hello to a girl, but she looked away and did not smile.
That can be hard. How did you feel?
I felt a little sad, but I reminded myself that not everyone is in the mood to talk.
That is true. Sometimes people are busy or shy.
I try not to take it personally. I know that I can try again with someone else.
Yes, every attempt is a chance to learn.
Maya, what do you do after you have spoken to someone?
I usually thank them for the chat and say goodbye. Sometimes I ask if we can meet again later.
That is a nice way to end the conversation. It shows that you are polite and friendly.
I also like to exchange social media information if we both want to stay in touch.
That is a good idea. It makes it easy to chat again later.
Yes, I believe that keeping in touch is important if you want to build a friendship.
I agree. Every new friend starts with a simple hello.
Leo, do you practice approaching people even when you are not at a nightclub?
Yes, I do. I try to practice in other places like cafes or shops. It helps me feel more confident.
I practice too. I try to say hello to strangers when I am waiting in line or walking in the park.
That is a good way to learn. Every small conversation helps me improve my English and my social skills.
I feel the same. Practicing in different situations makes me less nervous.
I believe that the more you practice, the easier it becomes.
Yes, and each time you approach someone, you gain more experience.
Maya, what do you think is the most important thing when you approach someone?
I think the most important thing is to be friendly. A smile and a simple greeting can open many doors.
I agree. Being polite and relaxed makes the other person feel comfortable.
Also, it is important to listen. When you ask a question, really pay attention to the answer.
Yes, listening shows that you care and makes the conversation meaningful.
I believe that being yourself is also very important. Do not try to be someone you are not.
That is true. Being genuine helps you connect with others.
Leo, do you have any final tips for approaching someone in a nightclub?
Yes, I do. First, always be confident. Even if you feel nervous, try to show a smile.
That is good advice. Confidence makes a big difference.
Second, be aware of your surroundings. Choose a good moment to approach someone when they're not too busy.
Yes, timing is very important.
Third, keep your conversation light and fun. Nightclubs are places to enjoy, so make sure your chat is positive.
I agree. A fun conversation makes the night more enjoyable.
And finally, practice as much as you can. The more you speak with new people, the easier it becomes.
I will remember that. Thank you for your tips, Leo. I feel more confident about approaching people now.
I am glad to hear that, Maya. We can practice together next time.
Yes, I would like that very much. Leo, I really enjoy our talk about approaching people in nightclubs. It has helped me think about how to be more friendly and confident.
I feel the same, Maya. Our conversation has given me new ideas about making friends.
I hope we can share more experiences and learn together.
Yes, let us continue to practice and help each other grow.
Thank you, Leo. I look forward to our next conversation.
Thank you, Maya. I always enjoy talking with you.
Great job. Do you want to practice your English and become more fluent? Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our free English conversations. See you in the next video.